What's up everyone, Kaiju no Kami here, and this March news report is brought to you by Patreon. Patreon, where promises are paid for, and creativity by design. As I always say, come to my website, check it out, come to the forums, check out the blog, and all kinds of fun stuff. I've been trying to put more news updates in the blog section when they come out, as opposed to being slow and like a month late when it comes to these videos. But whatever the case, creativitybydesignllc.com is the website. So it's been not that long since my last news report. I got a bunch of things to share. First off, if you guys are not watching it or have not watched it, check out the series Tokusatsu Ga Ga Ga. It's really freaking good. A lot of people are able to relate to it. Like I said, it's really good. It's only 7 episodes, 7 45-minute episodes, so essentially 14 episodes. It's based on a manga series, and for the Sentai-ish parts about it, it does it better than Toei's done the last few Sentai series. The show is basically about a couple of Toku otas who like hide that they're Toku otas, and they end up meeting each other and being able to be friends with each other for liking Toku, while everyone at work is all into random other stuff. Either way, it's really, really good. Check it out. We'll probably end up doing some type of like discussion about the series this weekend if we're able to get together. We've had a lot of snow, so some places are closed off and snowed in and stuff. But check it out, Tokusatsu Ga Ga Ga. I know TV Nihon has finished fan subbing all 7 episodes. Big Nova Subs did the first 5. I don't know if 6 or 7 has come out. And then Overtime did the first one. Next up, if you didn't hear or didn't see my blog post, Bruno from MMPR Toys has reported that the next Sentai DVD is going to be a pre-Jew series. And the blurry cover he showed Fiveman. I'm not surprised because Fiveman was just recently turned into a Power Ranger team in the comic books, so I figured that was going to be their way to promote the Fiveman costumes to get Power Rangers fans used to that. So that's Shout Factory's next release after Hurricaneger, which I guess is cool. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of Fiveman, but you know what? Whatever. I will do a DVD review of that when it eventually comes out. I'm going to guess it'll be out in like July or August. And then Hurricaneger comes out in 2 weeks. I will be on my way to Anime Detour when it does come out, so I won't get to watch it right away. Probably won't have my review out for it until mid to late April. It may end up being my only review for April. I'm going to try to squeeze something else in there. Obviously, I'll have tons of videos from Anime Detour to put in there, which I'll get into in a little bit. Looking forward to watching Hurricaneger with non-sucky subs, but at the same time, I wasn't a big fan of the show before, so we'll see what happens this time around. I also started watching Go-Onger last night for my review for that I'm hoping to get out in the end of June. Based on the first 3 episodes, this is going to be a long drive. Okay, Ryusoulger, the next Sentai show, it starts up this weekend. I have mixed feelings on it. I don't like the idea of a dinosaur theme. I don't like how it has dragon twice in its title, despite the fact that it's a dinosaur theme. It looks too much like Ryusoulger to me. However, I am interested in one aspect, and it's the fact that the show's head writer has never written for Toku before. He's been a drama writer. And that, to me, is the first step in the right direction, Toei. After all, Sentai needs a modern-day Noboru Sugimura, the guy who did Zyuranger, Dairanger, Kakuranger, and Old Ranger, that led off the experimentation period for Sentai. So we need someone like that. He was a crime drama writer. Granted, he did a couple Toku shows before coming on to Sentai, but still, we need a new writer. We need new blood to take on Sentai. And hopefully, this guy who's never done any Toku before, has just been drama, can do this. Hopefully. I have watched the first 2 episodes of Beast Morphers. I've liked what I've seen for the most part. I don't care for the dude that plays the villain that's supposed to be the American version of Enter. He just, obviously the actor's not great, which is Power Ranger standards, so not expecting great acting. But I don't know, I don't like him himself. The story behind him, he reminds me of Jared from Jungle Fury, which was pretty decent. And I don't like the weaknesses, like having the Red Ranger be scared of dogs doesn't make sense considering cheetahs are predators. But okay, fine, I kind of understand what they're going for. It's dumb. But the one I don't like is that they give carrots to Zoe to give her energy. One, rabbits shouldn't be eating carrots anyway because they're harmful to them. 2, that doesn't make sense. Even with animal DNA, it's still a human body. Carrots aren't going to energize her. She should be eating candy. But we'll see where Beast Morphers goes. I don't think I'm going to keep up with the show on a weekly basis. I think I'll just wait until the entire season's done and then continue watching from there. Although, knowing Nick, it could be like 8 months before they finish the season, since it's only like 20 episodes, but okay. I mentioned last time that I have a Patreon request for Magic Knight Rayearth. I have finished filming my review for the first season. My plan is to get that out before we leave for Anime Detour, so next week I'm going to be working like crazy on that review. It's not that long since the first season is only 20 episodes, but still, a TV series review can take a long time when you're pulling footage, when you can only pull like 10 seconds of footage from certain scenes. I hope you enjoyed my Maskman review. That was kind of frustrating because I kept getting some copyright claims on it. The version that finally got released that you watched is my third or fourth version of the third version. I had Thriller on there for 10 seconds, then Sony claimed the music for Thriller, so I cut it down to 8 seconds. Sony claimed the 8 seconds of Thriller, and then Warner Brothers claimed the 10 seconds I used for the Mortal Kombat music, so I had to cut that down, and then I just entirely cut out the Thriller scene, which is weird because the Thriller scene was the scene I used in my Geki Ranger review. It was for the scene when I have all like the dancing scenes from the Sentai series. And the Geki Ranger review had no issue, so I don't understand why this review for Maskman had an issue with the exact same Geki Ranger footage. Same length and everything, same scene. Okay, whatever. YouTube's gotta be YouTube. I'm going to be doing Q&A 5. I will probably, actually, you may have already seen me release a video announcing Q&A 5. Send me your questions, kaijunokami@gmail.com, Twitter @kaijunokami, Facebook kaijunokami, Creativity by Design LLC, and even on Patreon, if you're a Patreon person, you can message me, Kaijunokami, there. Another thing that I forgot to mention in last month's news report, but YouTube recently changed their policies with the comments section. So now people can get their videos demonetized for their comments section. Nice. Which, that's great and all, because here's the problem. If you are a big channel and you can't cover every single comment, let's say you're someone like Angry Joe who gets like 10 million comments within an hour after a video came out. He can't moderate all that, and since YouTube might demonetize his video because he can't moderate it, does this mean that him or other YouTubers, Jim Sterling, does this mean that they should just disable their comment section? Like, I can pretty much moderate my comment section right now because I don't get that many comments on the videos. Depending on what I release, like Pop Culture Therapy from Corlica Kane and Advent Nebula don't usually have that many comments on it. My Sentai ones, I have like over 70 comments from just users. It says over 100 because I've replied to almost every response because I always like to acknowledge that I have comments on my videos, whether it's I actually start a conversation with the comment or I have nothing witty to respond with, so I just put like LOL or a smiley face saying, hey, I have seen your comment, I've read it, I like it, I have nothing to respond with though. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think we're going to see YouTubers have to disable the comment section just to protect their own videos? Do you think it's fair for them to be moderated on their monetization because some troll decides to come in and just scream the F word the entire time? It's ridiculous. Like, I guess people's comment sections of Captain Marvel are getting bombed by trolls who don't like Captain Marvel just because it's a female superhero. Okay, that seems kind of stupid. It's a superhero movie. You should be grading it by being a superhero movie, not whether the superhero is male or female. Who freaking cares what the gender of the superhero is? It's a superhero movie. That's the whole point of it. Get over the race, the gender, whatever of the hero. It's a freaking superhero movie. Everything else is irrelevant. Anyway, on to Anime Detour. We are doing 5 panels this year at Anime Detour. All on Saturday. Well, one of them is at Friday night, Saturday morning at 12:30 a.m. But since it's technically Saturday, it still counts. But yeah, 5 panels on Saturday. 5. That was my poor attempt at doing a slow motion thing without actually having to slow-mo this video. Although, maybe I should slow-mo the video. Nah, that's good enough. You get the point. So we've got an introduction to Garo. It's like Kamen Rider meets Devil May Cry at 12:30 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. Then, from noon to 1, I am doing a Sailor Moon panel titled Crisis on 3 Kingdoms, where I'm going to be comparing and contrasting Sailor Moon's 3 versions of the Dark Kingdom saga. The original anime, the live-action version, and Crystal. Obviously, given that that's 3 series totaling over 100 episodes, I can't cover every single aspect between the 3. So I'm going to be trying to cover at least the most important aspects. We'll see how this goes. Then, at 4:30 to 5:30, Kurelika Kane is hosting What Makes an Anime Villain. If you watch the video for that panel from NDK, this one's going to be mostly the same, but we've changed up one of the ones based on some feedback that somebody made during NDK about one of the villains we had chosen. So there's going to be a little bit of differences from that. Plus, even when you do the same panel at different cons, it's never the same experience. I've had some panels where everyone is engaged, and then I'll do that same panel at another convention, and most of the people are sitting there like... And then there will be conventions like at Anime Detour where everyone seems like they're enjoying themselves, but everyone's really not laughing, even though you can see them smiling. I don't get it. But I guess that's the Minnesota mentality. Anyway, then from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. is my Super Sentai, or Hirahisa Soda's Super Sentai Extravaganza panel that I also did at NDK, where I'll be covering on the series from Go-Go 5 through Fiveman. And then, finally, 9 to 10 that Saturday, 9 to 10 p.m., is Horror in Anime that Kurelika Kane will be hosting. We're going to be busy that Saturday. I don't even know when we're going to have time to eat. We'll have some time, I think. Maybe. We can get lunch between there. Dinner might be pushing it, but I think we can do it. Anyway. That's pretty much all the news I have now. I've been having a blast playing the Spider-Man game for the PS4. I finished platinum the main game. I finished 100%ing the first Black Hat DLC. So I have 2 more DLCs to do. I'll be having fun playing that next week while I'm working on my Magic Knight Rayearth review. And continuing to watch Kaku Ranger that I've been watching just because I wanted to watch Kaku Ranger again without reviewing the show. And I'll slowly be making my way through Go-Onger, at least until my Hurricaneger DVD arrives. Once again, contribute to my Q&A, come to my website, creativitybydesignllc.com. And until next time, bye.